Death Valley Days, where Western history comes alive. With your host, Dale Robertson.
Stories of the Old West are stories of hardships and adventure, of dreams and of courage. Stories of the American pioneer are all a part of our past, of our heritage. Money was a big problem for wealthy Texas ranchers in the early frontier days. There were no banks. There were plenty of bandit gangs operating along the border. One very wealthy rancher was raided by such a gang. But though they massacred the entire family, the bandits never found the treasure. For many years, hundreds of people hunted and dug, but all they ever found was a strange figure the rancher had built on a nearby hill. A figure made of mud and sticks, and they called him the Mezcla Man.
Arms are supposed to be pointing towards gold. But how far and how deep? Doggone it, I wish you could talk.
By heavens, I wish he could too. Maybe he could talk you out of some of this stupid business.
But Hannibal, I can't
Now,
quit.
don't you give me any of your aw bucks, boy. Just wake up. That thing's a fake. There ain't no gold there. Probably never has been.
Nope, you're wrong. There is gold here somewhere. I can feel it. And he's the key. If I can just figure him out.
If you can feel it. We're supposed to be in the cattle business, remember?
62 cows. Now, that's some business.
Herds grow. Little work and little patience.
Well, work, I don't mind.
You want to be back for grub? I'm making some venison pie.
Yeah, well, you go ahead. I'll be along.
In more than an hour late, I'll put gravel in your beans.
What? Oh, that sounds fine, Hannibal. Fine.
Yeah. Yes? How come I got to learn two kinds of letters? Don't even look alike. One kind enough?
No, printing's fine, but you need to know writing, too.
Well, give me a reason.
All right. Now, how's this? When I find that Mezcla man's treasure and buy us the biggest ranch in Texas, you're going to need to know how to write out checks and how to sign all them big Army beef contracts.
Well, that's the case. Sure ain't no hurry.
Now, listen, you stubborn old goat. I ain't going to have no partner that's too ignorant to write his own name.
Well, I don't see why not. I'm putting up with a partner that's crazy about a pile of mud and sticks. You going somewhere?
Well, I thought I'd ride over to Ewan's trading post and get us some coffee.
You don't need for that. You got more than 10 pounds left.
Well, we need salt, and I'll pick you up some chewing tobacco.
Well, I just got me a dozen plugs last week. We got more than enough salt to last out the summer.
All right. I'm going to see Sarah. Now, is there anything wrong in that?
Well, nary a thing. At your age, I'd probably been sparking her myself.
And why not? She's darn pretty, and you know it.
Pretty as a little red wagon.
She's plenty smart, too.
Yeah, she's that for sure.
Well, then doggone it, Hannibal, how come you don't like her?
I don't recall ever saying that I didn't.
Well, you never said you did.
Will you stop fussing at me? I ain't your blasted daddy. Now go on, get out of here and leave me be, because I got work to do.
Well, you sure do. And you remember, you copy every one of them letters 20 times.
Stop nagging and get out of here.
He's late. Should have been here by now. He's always late.
No, but he is a waste of time, Sarah. Now you take Reese Thompson.
Oh, you take him. He's bald and fat and 50 if he's a day.
And rich enough to buy you all them fancies you got such a hunger for.
There's nothing wrong with a girl wanting a few nice things.
No, not if you can get them. You could if you married Reese.
And stay right here in this valley for good. No thanks. I want to go places and see things. New and exciting things.
Well, you could probably talk Reese into a trip to San Antonio.
Oh, I'm talking about places like New Orleans and San Francisco and New York.
And you're going to get there with a two-cow rancher like Jess Ivy.
I will when he finds that Mezcla man treasure. Jess loves me.
And if he doesn't find the treasure?
He'll find it. He just has to. Yes. I was afraid you weren't coming.
Oh, no chance of that, Sarah. Afternoon, Mr. Ewing.
Ivy?
Come on, sit down. Papa?
Hmm? Oh, yeah. Excuse me. I got some work to do inside.
Don't mind him. Here. Now, have you figured out the secret to the Mezcla man yet?
Nope. But it's just a matter of time.
I hope it won't be too long.
Me too. You know, Sarah, we don't have to wait for that to get married. We could...
Just don't.
Well, I know. We wouldn't have very much for a while.
Papa would never agree to it.
Maybe not, honey, but you're of age. He can't say anything.
Just no. I'm sorry. He's still my father. I just couldn't go against his wishes. But you be patient. Once you've found that treasure, everything will be just fine. Jess? Do hurry. Waiting's not easy for me either.
Well, this ought to take down that swelling. Wrap it up good and tight with these rags.
Hannibal, do you see what I see?
I see it, but don't believe it.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. My name is Harold Graves III.
Third what?
Why, the third Harold Graves, of course.
You mean there's three of you?
Sir, I'm referring to my grandfather, my father, and myself.
Oh, I got you. Me, I'm Hannibal McCall. This here's my partner, Jess Ivy. I reckon we're firsts.
First? Oh, I see. I'm sorry to have interrupted your work, gentlemen, but I guess I've lost my way.
Well, ain't you sure?
Well, of course I'm sure. Now, if you'll kindly direct me to the establishment of Mr. Thomas Ewing.
Ewing's trading post.
Well, that's right.
You some kind of a friend of theirs?
Well, heavens, no. I never met the gentleman. But I understand his trading post serves the entire valley.
So?
Well, so I'd like to do business with him. I'm the Western sales representative for Symington and Company, the very finest in cutlery.
Oh. Well, in that case, you just stay on this road and till you get to the fort. Then you turn to the right about, 4 miles.
Well, thank you. Mr. McCall?
Yeah. I wish it could have been a bigger order, Mr. Graves. Not many folks in the valley can afford such expensive knives.
Of course, I understand, sir.
It's going to be dark before you get to town. You sure I can't put you up? I have a couple of rooms I rent out.
Thank you. I'm afraid not, sir. I really must be.
Mr. Graves, this is my daughter, Sarah.
Harold Graves III at your service, Miss Ewan.
Thank you, sir.
A very attractive young lady, Mr. Ewan.
Yeah, too much so, I'm afraid. Goodbye, Mr. Graves.
Goodbye, sir. I'll have your order shipped right away.
Oh! Here. Oh, Graves.
My hip. Oh, I'm
Here.
afraid I wrenched it.
Oh, easy now. Oh! Put your arm around me.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to accept your invitation to stay over, Mr. Ewan.
Why, of course, you're in no condition to drive. Let me help you to your room. Easy.
Back kind of early, ain't you?
Oh, that pretty dude's still there.
Well, you sure must have hurt yourself.
My foot. He's no more hurt than you are. He's just faking it so he can hang around Sarah.
Well, she'll catch on.
Not her. By the way she's fussing over him, you think he's some kind of wounded hero.
Well, some women just like to fuss over a man.
He's all the time filling her up with a lot of fancy talk about how he's going to get a promotion and have a big house and servants. Oh, he's got her believing that his life in New Orleans ain't nothing but parties and fancy dress balls. Doggone it, Hannibal. I'm worried.
Yeah, I sort of gathered you would. You, think you could get your mind off of women, just long enough to take a look at something really important?
Why, sure. What is it? Why, Hannibal, you've written your whole name and not a single mistake.
Well, naturally. And I'll thank you not to go around saying you got an ignorant partner no more.
Oh, never again, Hannibal. I promise. And you know, if you keep your practice up, pretty soon you'll be writing whole letters.
Well, that's a problem.
How's that?
None of my friends can read. Plumb ignorant.
You know, Hannibal, I got a hunch I better find that Mezcla man's treasure in a real hurry.
Why, he ain't gonna run no place.
No, but... Hey, you remember that tree that stands right in line with his left arm?
Yeah.
Now, what if it grew right above where the treasure was buried? It'd be down in the roots. I ain't never dug there.
Well, you can't dig at night.
Why, sure I can. The moon's bright. Don't wait up. I'm going to be home with an armful of gold. Don't say it.
Yeah, I reckon there's no need to. A jackass usually knows he's a jackass. Now, you go get some sleep and I'll take care of your horse.
Well, maybe for just an hour or two.
Yeah. If it ain't gold, it's women. If it ain't women, it's gold. Well, I tell you, horse, man ain't got no sense about neither.
My dear, you are simply ravishing today. I can hardly wait to see you enter in your first ball. Well, you are going to take that New Orleans society by storm.
New Orleans? What would I be doing in New Orleans?
Well, you'll be there as Mrs. Harold Graves III. You'll be charming all the right people, helping your husband to rise higher and higher, and blinding the eye of every man with your beauty as you ride through the park.
You mean my very own buggy?
Well, of course, your very own buggy, with a manservant to drive you.
Harold, you make it all sound so wonderful.
I haven't even started yet, darling. You just say yes, and there's many, many things I want to do for you.
I don't know, Harold. Even with your promotion, you won't be...
Well, that's only the beginning. With you by my side, Sarah, in a year I can be vice president, and then we can have everything that we ever... So you're still here? Obviously, my dear fellow, and why not?
Because Sarah's my girl, that's why. And I don't want you hanging around her.
Now, just a minute, Jess Ivy. I've told you Mr. Graves is our guest.
Excuse me. It's time for my rest. And I'm sure you want to discuss this in private.
I'm sorry, Sarah. But what do you expect when I ride up and find him hugging you right out here in the front yard?
Oh, he wasn't hugging me. And what if he was? I'm not your wife yet, Jess. And I like Harold.
Harold? You can't really be interested in a man like that, Sarah.
And why not? At least he offers me something more than a silly dream about a treasure.
But we love each other. Isn't that what we've always...
I think you better go, Jess. We can talk about it later.
It's not a silly dream, Sarah. I'm going to find that treasure, you'll see. And then I'll offer you 100 times what that drummer can.
We have another nail.
Hmm?
Oh, that's a funny-looking nail.
What? Oh, sorry. You know, I've been thinking that maybe I've been digging too far away. I got a feeling that gold is real close to the Mezcla man.
You got a feeling.
Maybe under his arms, or even right next to him.
Jess, why don't you go on out there and dig and see?
You mean now?
Yeah, he ain't no good around here. This job's just about finished, and I'll go with you.
You mean you'll help me?
I figure I have to. There ain't no other way you're going to get that gal unless you find the gold.
Yeah, but you don't even like Sarah.
Well, what's that got to do with it? You do, and you're my partner, ain't you? Well, let's go and dig.
Hannibal, we're getting close to it, real close.
Yeah.
I tell you we are. Well, I can just almost...
Let me guess. You can feel it.
Well, you go ahead and laugh. But I do. I can feel it just as plain. It's kind of a tingling in my bones. Don't you feel that?
Nary a tingle, boy. The only thing I feel is a lot of new aches.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hannibal. Why don't you stop and take a rest? I keep forgetting you're old.
Who's old? Blast it, I can keep up with you any day of the week. I'm not a day over 50. Maybe less than that. I'm barely in my prime.
I know it. Well, I'd have guessed 40.
Well, you needn't lie about it. I do admit I don't recollect exactly when I was foaled.
Well, it don't matter, Hannibal. You're still plenty man, and I know it.
Well, you better know it.
But, you know,
It is getting late, and it's time you went home and started throwing us together some grub. Unless, of course, you want me to do the cooking tonight.
No, thank you. I tasted your cooking. I'm going.
Well, old boy, you got me beat. You know that?
For 2 years, I've been slaving out here trying to figure you out. And I ain't found one thin dime. Not a penny. Now I'm about to lose my girl. And you just stand there laughing at me. And you are, too, aren't you? You're laughing at me. My Hannibal was right. You ain't nothing but a big fake. You're just a big liar. You're nothing but a fat, stinking liar, and you ain't gonna laugh at me no more. No, no more. I found it, Sarah. Sarah, are you sure this is what you want?
Pop, I'm sure.
Well, what am I going to tell Jess?
Well, I don't know. Tell him anything you can think of.
Well, never mind. You can tell him yourself.
Sarah, I just...
Yes, I'm so glad you came before we left.
Left?
Yes. Harold and I are going to be married. I'm going to live in New Orleans in a big house with lots of servants and my own buggy and everything. Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah. Of course. It's funny, I thought... You know, all this time, I thought you...
Yes. Let's not remember a lot of silly talk from the past.
You're right, Sarah. There's no point in that. I reckon the only thing left for me to say is, congratulations. Oh, and, let me give you all a little wedding present.
I say now, that's not necessary.
Oh, no. I insist.
What? Jess! Jess, you found it!
I sure did. Happy days, Sarah. And I'm glad you got what you wanted.
But Jess...
That's
what?
enough, Sarah. Forget it.
Oh, shut up!
I'm sorry, Jess.
Mr. Ewing, don't be sorry. Not for me.
So the mystery was finally solved, and the Mezcla man himself turned out to be not only a liar, but a kind of overgrown piggy bank, and one of the strangest treasure stories of our frontier West.